Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Up next for Second Stage Theater is the Broadway premiere of Stephen Adly Guirgis' Pulitzer Prize-winning Between Riverside and Crazy. Once again directed by Austin Pendleton, it now stars Oscar, Emmy, and Grammy Award winner Common, who is now being joined by the 2015 cast. It'll open on December 19th at the Hayes Theater, and we caught up with the company during a break in rehearsal at Haswell Greens. You are about to make your Broadway debut. Like, what's going through your mind?
Listen, every day I'm waking up thinking about this play, looking forward to rehearsal. It's like the build-up. I can't wait to, previews, and I feel like, man, this is one of the most inspired and exciting times I've had in my life. Broadway has been something theater has been something I dreamed of being a part of, because I always loved it growing up. I loved going to plays, and I go to Broadway. One of my favorite things about being in New York and living in New York is going to see plays, going to see theater, going to Broadway, and I will see a play over and over. Like, I've seen plays like 8 times before. Yeah. Exactly. So for me to be actually a part of a play and be a part of this process, when I first began acting, it was always a dream for me. So I'm so grateful that Between Riverside and Crazy is my first experience with this cast, with Austin Pendleton and Stephen Adly Guirgis, like his writing, and just to take on this character. It's a beautiful thing for me, and I'm just inspired.
So how excited are you getting ready to make your Broadway debut?
Very excited. Yeah, I've waited a long time and worked very hard. So yes, I'm very, very excited. And to do it with a bunch of friends, people that I've known a long time, most of these people. And so it's family.
I'm super excited, and this is the first show that I ever did professionally. And for me to be able to do my first Broadway debut, obviously Broadway debut with this show, it's like full circle. It was meant to happen. It feels great. Yeah.
Well, you're about to make your Broadway debut. How excited are you?
I am beyond thrilled, and I'm beyond thrilled that it's with this particular production. I think it is so necessary. I think it is so timely. And as a Puerto Rican, New York born and raised woman, it's an honor to be able to be sharing our story in a unique, authentic way. And I really do hope that this will continue to propel other young artists to say, I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna write our stories, and we're gonna get it done. We need that representation on Broadway.
I am so excited. I am so excited to bring this show in particular to Broadway at the Helen Hayes Theater. When we did this years ago in summer 2014, the early winter of 2015, we were all, Stephen Adly Guirgis, the playwright, he loves to keep working right up until the last minute. So we all felt like we were developing this great show, and it was a great show, and it won the Pulitzer, and now we're bringing it to Broadway, so I'm real excited.
You are about to return to Broadway, my friend. How does it feel?
Well, it's wonderful because it's this season as well, because this is a fabulous season to be part of. I mean, my goodness, Wendell and John David Washington with his debut, and I saw Cost of Living was one of my favorites of all. I mean, it's like the soul of the season. So, and there's so many more. I mean, those are the ones I got a chance to see because I don't live here, so I came to town in order to make sure I got to see some. But to be a part of this season, and then all the stuff I read about, the Top Dog, Underdog, and all of these other things, it's just fabulous.
It must be incredible, though, to do this incredible play, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we're all making our Broadway debut in this.
That's right. With the exception of Stephen McKinley, who is, New York, he is American theater royalty. Yeah, we're finally making it happen after COVID, after everything, and with people that I love, with Labyrinth Theater company members, something that was birthed with our community, and is finally making it here. And I feel like I'm so proud of it because it's so necessary. The issues are so necessary. We're no closer. Yeah. And so I just feel like we need to hear these stories in a way that people who look like me can feel heard and that people who don't look like me can still see themselves. And I think that that's the beauty of Stephen's writing.
What do you love the most about Stephen's words and living in his world of writing?
He has an accuracy that is so accurate that it's kind of electric. It's kind of the sense of how people behave themselves with words, characters behave themselves with words, is one of the great ears in American playwriting.
Well, you know, it's like being in the middle of a Duke Ellington jazz piece. He's just, and getting the words back, it's been fun, but it's not been as easy as I thought, you know. I mean, it's 8 years and I'm in my 70s, and so I say, man, but it's so sweet. The language is so sweet. And the world is Stephen's apartment. So to have known him for years and known the place and the apartment, and to know that the Hudson flows by and that you can see the Hudson from a window, just knowing that, it helps place me there. And it's family, you know. So many of the actors in the show are all people who've known and loved Stephen for so long. So it also is challenging because you care so much, you see. All the nerves are not about fear. The nerves are about care. You have nerves because you care so much. You don't want to mar what was an incredible experience before, you know. And so we're still, you know, it's suspended over the blade of the knife. You know, it's not some confident stroll. You know, but it's a joy.
You know, you never stop excavating it. The nuances, the levels. I was telling somebody, I was like, you know, I have probably watched The Godfather minimum 100 times, and there's always new things that I learned that I missed. And with this, with 8 years in between, the first time the last production, we're rebuilding it. We're not remounting it. With all that we've endured, all of the experiences only deepen what we need to tackle as a society, but also help us come to terms with as individuals.
It's beyond exciting, and I think it's a testament to the play that even though we've done it a million times, it feels like the first time every single time, because there's always something new to discover. There's always something to fill a space in, and there's always context to deepen and enrich. And Common just brings that fresh, right, raw, beautiful talent to the show.
Can I tell you something? It's been amazing watching Rashid work. Common. He came in prepared. He came in like off book, and none of us were off book, even though we'd done the show before. But he came in ready to go, earnest, right there. Ideas, trying to find the best way. And I'm sure it was a little nerve-wracking for him because he's figuring he's coming into a cast that's already done this play. But none of that was shaky or anything like that. He came in and we fully embrace him because we go, wow, he's here to work and he's doing phenomenal work. So it's exciting.
What are you looking forward to that first performance on Broadway with this show?
Curtain call. That's what I'm looking forward to. Curtain call.
You're not the first person who said that.
No, that's it. That's it. You know, to say that exhalation that you haven't had since Tech Week started, and you go, now we're going to work every day. This was Easter Sunday. Now we're regular Sunday Christians after that.